In this lesson video, we will continue modeling our robot. We will focus on modeling the calf now. This is what we have so far. Just like before, let's hide the arm and the hand so they don't get in the way. We need to move the 3D cursor so it is located at the center of the knee hinge. To do this, we need to select the thigh object and go to edit mode. We can see we have a lot of faces selected now. What we need is to select only this face and the face on the other side. This is so we have the median point at the center of the hinge. Shift S and then cursor to selected. Go back to the object mode. Now, we want to create a cylinder as the core part of the calf object. So Shift A and then choose cylinder. For the calf pole, we don't need a lot of vertices. Let's change the vertices value to 16. Let's close this, go to the edit mode, and let's make this cylinder longer. Go back to object mode. We want to align the cylinder with the side reference. About this angle, let's see the actual number of this angle. I think we can just round this value to 50 degrees. Just remember this value so that later, if we need to add more meshes onto this calf object, we know how much we should rotate them. This cylinder will be this part of the reference sketch. So go to the edit mode, select all, and move it to fit the reference. Let's make this smaller. Next, we want to add more details to the upper part and the lower part. Let's start with the lower part. Select this face. Move it up until about this location, then extrude it, scale it, then extrude it again until around this location, extrude again, and then make it smaller. For the upper part, the process is basically similar, so I'm speeding up the video now. I'm selecting the edge loops and mark them as sharp. Change the shading mode to smooth and then turn on the auto smooth option as usual. So now we have something like this. For this area, we want to connect the knee hinge with the calf pole by creating a cube as the base object. So Shift A and then choose cube. To tilt the object, we can just put 50 degrees in here. Sorry, not the Y, but the X-axis. Go to edit mode and move this down. Maybe we should hide this reference for now. Move this down so it doesn't penetrate the hinge. Next, scale it on the X-axis. Select the lower face and drag it down to about this location. Move this one forward, Ctrl R, and slide it to this location. Go to face mode and extrude it to cover the calf pole. Next, we want it to be curved, so go to edge mode and select this edge, then this edge, Ctrl B to bevel them. Make the bevel to have 3 to 4 segments. Next, we want to connect this object with the hinge by creating some kind of bridge in here and in here. For this, we can start by adding 2 loop cuts. Okay, we'll add a mirror modifier later, so for now, we can focus only on the right side. Select this face, extrude it, scale it on the X-axis, move this a bit, scale it again, and then scale it on the Y-axis. I think this is too high. Next, we need to apply the sharpness attribute to the corner edges, add and apply a mirror modifier, then set the shading mode to smooth. The process is basically the same as before, so I'm speeding up the video now. Okay, we now have something like this. Next, we want to add a knee pad to protect the knee area. For this, we can just copy the existing faces on this object. Select these two faces, Shift D, then Y. Extrude them like so. Perhaps thicker. Ctrl L, S, X. Select the upper faces and move them up until it covers the lower part of the knee joint. And then move these faces down. Currently, the knee pad is floating, so it doesn't make sense. Let's connect it to the upper calf object. Create a loop cut here. Bevel it. Select these two faces. Inset them, and then extrude. Next, to make it looks more interesting, we can select this edge. Sorry, we should be in the edge mode. Select this edge, and then this edge, then bevel them. I'm just adding the edge sharp attribute now, so I'm speeding up the video again. So this is what we have so far. I think these edge loops should go down a bit, just my personal taste. Okay, looks better now. Next, we can join these two objects together. To create the calf object on the left side, as usual, we can add a mirror modifier. And then, to set the upper torso as the mirror reference, we can click here, and then choose torso.upper from the list. Finally, we can rename the object to calf. In the next video, we will create the robot's foot.